Hello everyone, I'm Clayton.
I'm Darren.
And I'm Zoran.
Welcome to another episode of Gone Kayaking with Darren, with Flakka, without me, and with Zoran. Zoran not only kayaking with us for the second time, but also joining us in commentary. Zoran, how do you feel about that?
Exciting, we'll speak about the rest.
He may not sound excited, but he's definitely smiling and happy. Now then, we've brought you some extra footage. Darren's been slaving away, busy as ever during his work days, and so we've got a trip to Yarmouth and back, courtesy of Google Earth. Lovely. This is you guys getting ready to go. Darren, why that day?
Because the weather was really calm. There's close to zero wind.
Which was as good a reason to go as any. Now, Zoran, this was a big trip for you, wasn't it? Because it was your first time away from the comfort blanket of the mainland and head across the Solent to the island.
Yep. I tried my luck, and thanks to Darren's good skills of predicting the weather conditions, he worked out quite well.
Dazzler, what were you doing there, you show-off?
Someone put a boat in the way.
Did the owner mind?
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Now, please note, if you are the owner of that yacht, no damage was done to your sacred vessel during the recording of that amazing clip. Zoran, it's lovely having you along and great to have you in the commentary booth, but one thing I'm dying to know is, how did you actually get into paddling?
Interesting question. I grown up on the Adriatic coast, and he seemed to be always part of my life, but I never had a time for it, so I always ended up just like a recreational paddling, really. And now I'm in, I don't know, let's call it middle age. I decided to force myself to make some time, and this is the result of it.
Better late than never. And how did you find Gone Kayaking?
I was actually looking all the info I could find about boat I'm using, which is Valkyrie, and it wasn't much out there. The few of reviews that I did find, it was mainly from, I would say, salespeople or I don't know, advertisement, if you like. So this propped up on YouTube, your channel, and that's how I started looking, and then I started recognizing beaches and stuff, and I thought, I know, I'll get in contact and see if I can join in.
And before you know it, you're not only joining in, now you're part of the commentary. Incredible. Now, Darren, what was it like for you having Zoran come along, bearing in mind it was his first time away from the mainland on such a trip?
No, it's great. He's fine with it. He's done that sort of distance before, so this was the first time breaking away from the coast. We picked an easy day with good, predictable weather. No problem at all.
So you had the confidence in Zoran. Now, Zoran, what was it like for you, though, going on a trip like this, bearing in mind you've never made such a trip before?
Well, thanks to a lack of knowledge, I always feel quite enthusiastic because I don't know what I'm going to come across. So it's all good till it happens, and then when it does something happen, I just kind of concentrate on dealing with it. So, yeah.
What sort of things might happen?
What could possibly go wrong indeed? Well, the paddle's in the wrong place, so this must be how you get out of a kayak. Oh, no, it's not!
That's how I train myself. I'm self-taught.
Oh, Darren, you're supposed to be there to guide and help.
I was there to make sure the camera was working. And it clearly is watertight. It held all that water.
What should Zoran have done in that instance?
Normally just clamp the paddle against the back of the cockpit, and that will keep it steady to get out. But it is quite good watching him have a little swim. We've done other paddles since then, and he's fine now, so almost boring.
Yeah, talking of boring.
That's a glass.
What can I say? You guys are just suckers for punishment. You had coffee in a glass, I didn't.
You must tell us the root of this childhood trauma.
Look, it's not a trauma, right? It's etiquette. Coffee comes in a cup with a handle. Food comes on a plate, not a bloody piece of wood or a piece of slate. And chips don't come in a bloody basket, they also go on your plate. Enough said. Sorry, what are you doing?
Just looking structure at the bridge because I'm in the building trade. I thought I'll have a little inspection along the way.
Nice.
It's all solid, fine.
Yeah, give it a good old tap.
Partly we wanted to dive straight across in front of the boat. We could see that the boat was still moored up, still loading, so we knew it wasn't going to take off and run over us. But I wanted to make sure everyone got across in one go. And Rossa was pointing the wrong way at that point, so Zoran was just stalled while I caught up as a launch last, and Rossa turned around, and then we all dived across in front of the boat.
How long was the trip over to Yarmouth?
It was about an hour each way.
Okay, about an hour. So, any blisters for you, Zoran?
No, I just exchanged the paddle with the trawl that I normally use, so all good this side.
Yeah, I only know one person that's big on blisters.
Yes, okay, my delicate office hands. I'll get there one day if I do enough paddling. Now then, Zoran, you've got your nice new Valkyrie. How is it for you? What's it been like in the boat, and what experiences have you had?
I'm still feeling a bit stiff there. I only on the following trip we went a bit further along the coast of Isle of Wight, which we might see in some other video. I accidentally tested that secondary stability and discovered where the edge is, and since then I feel much more comfortable and I enjoy it much more. But there, I'm paddling, it looks alright, but I'm very stiff and I get quite few oopsie moments, if you like.
You don't want that in a dry suit.
No, you don't. Rob Beckett, you know exactly what that's all about. You having done that on your trip, Muppet, in a dry suit. Anyway, oopsie moments, we got a new word. But I'll tell you what, though, there's quite a few waves there, isn't it? It was quite interesting.
Well, this was all traffic. You'll see, we've been talking through it, that there's been quite a lot of traffic. This was the first time, sort of British summer, long weekend, sun came up, and every man and his dog was out playing with their boats, so we saw all sorts.
What was that like for you, Zoran, being in an environment where there are lots of boats around?
It's quite scary.
Good Eagle Maron, Code Brown.
I feel scared for them because I thought I'm going to be hitting them, but then Darren said you don't want to be in a part because they might hit us, and then I seen it suddenly from this different perspective.
Darren, as the lead, what was it like for you having the missus along, who's perhaps not the quickest, but also having Zoran, who's on his first ever trip across to the island?
Well, I've paddled a lot with both of them, so I know their capabilities. I know Ross is capable of getting out of the boat. We can do rescues. We've done rescues with Zoran, as you saw in the other video as well. Main thing really, I guess, with Rossa and her speed, that's all relevant to your tidal drift. So it'll change what bearing you're aiming for if you can't keep up the pace.
But the key thing is to make sure that she doesn't get too far behind and that everyone's together, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, you've got to make sure she's got enough steam to get across, which I know she's done this crossing before, so she's quite capable of doing that distance.
Oh, hello, what's going on there? Did you try and knock him over, Zoran?
I tried to.
Trying to get a strike.
Oh, but you know what to say as you go past those guys, don't you, Zoran?
No.
Sup? And on that note, this was the trip.
This was the trip. You see a little detour. We went up to Sconce Buoy just because it was there. No real need, but I fancy the photo.
Zoran, how was it for you from start to finish? What did you enjoy about it? What did you learn from it?
Well, it was my first crossing, so it was just exciting to try something like that, to be honest. And everything ended up being quite well, so super.
Well, Darren, I guess from your point of view then, a raving success.
I reckon we can call it that.
All that remains to be said is thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe. There are plenty more videos to come, and we hope that you have fun and stay safe on the water. Until next time, goodbye. But wait, there's more. Zoran, please show us how you get out of the kayak again. Skills, Zoran.